I'm back at Riverside Oaks and the cicadas are singing. It is early summer. We've got the waterfall as well. So it's a beautiful, warm day here in Sydney. So thank you for being here with me. I want to talk to you about Adam Scott's favorite pre-swing grip drill. And he does the same thing every single time to get himself into the correct grip. And it's a really good little trick and one that you can use as well to make sure that your left hand in particular is in the right spot. So all he does, and you'll notice this if you watch golf on TV or you watch him play at all, you'll notice that what he does is he takes the toe of his club. It can be the driver, it can be anything. I think he does it with everything. And what he does is he points the toe of the driver down at the outside of his foot, like so. And then he lets the club sit down in the fingers of this hand. So he's kind of letting the club just drop into the fingers. I'll go this way so you can see. He's just sort of letting it drop into the fingers. It's like you're making a little cup with the fingers, and he just lets it sort of sit down. Because with your grip, what a lot of people do wrong, and really common problem, is letting the club get up too high into the palm of the hand. Then, of course, you get into this kind of awkward position where you can't cock your wrist properly. Keeping the club down in the fingers is so important. And then it allows you to get this really good wrist break, which is so important for power and consistency. So letting the club just sort of sit down in the fingers, you can do it just like that, or you can do it like Adam Scott does and let it really sit down. Then when you bring it forward, you can see that hand is then going to be in the right position for you. It does feel, if you've been doing it correctly, this will feel like this hand is much more on top than it was before, but it gets you sort of in that little finger cup there and letting most of the hand sit on top. A little way to tell is also making sure this left pad stays on top of the grip here. In other words, don't let the club sit up in the sort of lifeline of your hand. Make sure it stays down in the cup of the fingers and that pad stays on top. So that's why Adam Scott is doing that. He's just letting the club sit down in the fingers before he brings it forward. Don't mess around with it after that. Once you bring it forward, don't jiggle it around and get it back up into the palm because it doesn't feel comfortable. Keep it down in the base, in the bottom there, in that little cup of the fingers. This hand will be more on top. And then just use your other hand just to sit in comfortably, using the thumb of the top hand to sit in the lifeline of the bottom hand. And that should be your grip, fairly comfortable, hopefully. So give Adam Scott's tip a try. Point the toe of the club to the outside of your foot. Let the club sit into the fingers of the left hand or the leading hand. Bring it forward. Then you know that top hand is in the right spot. There's your great grip. Anyway, give it a go and let me know how it feels.